all the way from Germany. It is the Reggae Boys German Supporters Club. Andy and Lukas, willkommen bei Reggae Boys Commentary und vielen Dank für Ihr Seat.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Firstly, Andy, let's start with you. Why Jamaica? Why do you love Jamaica?
Why I love Jamaica? Because of the beaches, the nice weather. I was there 2 times in this nice Caribbean island, and I saw the movie Cool Runnings, and I fall in love with the land, with the country, and so it's great, and I hope I will be there one time. I think so.
Yeah. Lukas?
Yeah, similar reasons, but first of all, I want to say that it's a great honor for me to be part on this interview. So thank you, Simon, to be part of it, and I'm glad that after so many years of contact on social media, we now can make a conversation and about our passion, the Reggae Boys. And to answer your question, why Jamaica? I also saw the movie Cool Runnings when I was a little boy, I think 12 years old. It must have been in 1992 or 1993 in Germany. And then I got infected by the reggae and Jamaica virus, and football was always a topic in our family. My grandpa is a German national player. It's 100 years ago, but he played against England in one of the first matches of the German Football Federation. So there was on one side the love for Jamaica and the love for football, and so we thought about the Jamaican national team. But as you know, in the 90s, there were no World Wide Web, no smartphones, nothing. So the results of the World Cup qualifying 1998, we only can read in the newspaper. And my father always told me, "Oh, look at in the Caribbean region, the Jamaicans sometimes they win 1-0 and they can qualify." And I was 15 years old and couldn't believe it, because reggae music was in my heart and also football, and you can only read the result. And Dean Burton, the name of Dean Burton was the only player that we knew, the players who scored the goals.
Yeah, very true, very nice, Andy, Lukas. So Andy, when the German Reggae Boys Club, when did it start? When did it start in Germany?
Yeah, it started 20 years ago. The Jamaican national under-19 team was invited to a youth tournament in Germany, a small town called Oberndorf. Lukas know the town before, and we traveled there, and it was so nice because it was a little tournament with I don't know the teams that were at this tournament, but I think also one from Brazil, maybe FC Santos, and some German clubs, SC Freiburg, and other clubs from European countries like Atletico Madrid and Vitesse Arnhem from the Netherlands. And we had the opportunity to speak with former coach Carl Brown. You know Carl Brown, and he was very nice to us, and very good time to meet him and the players like Luton Shelton, the great goal scorer from Jamaica. I think he scored the most goals for Jamaica. So sorry that he died a few years ago. And we saw other guys like Ryan Thompson, the goalkeeper, and I had so many contact with him. I was 2009 in Tampa, USA, a journey to Florida, and I met him at the University of temper, and we had a great time. And I wrote him very often, one in a week, and he answered me. And so it was very great to be there. And I met one guy from Germany. He was at this time in Stuttgart and studying, and he said to me, "Hey Andy, let us talk about the Reggae Boyz. We would like to have a supporter club and a web page, and I can make the web page. It's no problem for me." And we started the web page, www.reggaeboyz.ti. Still exists. I'm the webmaster, but it's a little bit difficult because I have less time. But in the next few months, I will.
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So the World Wide Web and websites still was nothing that people use very often. But the guy Andy told you, his name was Patrick. He only was together with us 10 years, and then we don't have contact with him anymore. But he was one of the first members of our club. And there was another great footballer at this tournament, Akeem Priestley. You know him, Simon?
Yes.
I always wonder why he didn't make a greater career, because in my opinion he was such a great football player. But I think he only played in the lower leagues in the States.
Yeah, that's true.
Great player, one of my favorite players.
Akeem Priestley.
As a young boy, as a young kid.
Yeah, he even scored on his debut as well for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lucas and Andy, did you guys meet Vinny Schaefer?
Yes,
Yes.
we meet him. And this was a few years ago, 2015 in 14 in Lucerne, Switzerland. The Reggae Boyz played against the Switzerland, the national team, and we met him before the game at the team hotel. And there was also Wes Morgan, Adrian Mariappa. We talked with them, and also Andrew Blake, one of my favorite player,
And Rudy Austin.
Rudolph Austin, Darren Maddox, a great goal scorer, and they were so nice to us. And we talked a little bit with Vinny, and I will show you a pic.
Yes. Wow, look at that.
Together with Vinny, and after then I wrote him an email, and he said, "Yeah, I can send you something." And then he sent me this great autograph. Yeah, with he signed here for Andy and the German Reggae Boyz supporter. Very nice.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah, Winnie is a legend in Germany.
Yeah.
And we couldn't believe it. I think you told us that he would be the coach. And Andy and I, we had a conversation. We couldn't believe it. And I think they were very successful at the Gold Cup, but the World Cup qualifying, I think the problem was there was no striker. And Tuffy Anderson, I think he should be the hero, but yeah, he scored, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so remember, Jamaica had a friendly in Germany 2010 against South Africa. South Africa, you guys were at the game.
Yeah, and I have the
ticket.
The ticket, Jamaica featuring South Africa. Yeah.
Oh.
And this one was great. It was in Offenbach. It's near Frankfurt, in middle of Germany, and we went there and go to the stadium. And at halftime, we met with Horace Burrell.
captain.
And he talked with us and he said, yeah, we have Shaw Williams with us. Shaw Williams is from the Jamaican Observer. I think he write about sports and football. And he had an interview with us, two guys. And it was a few days in the Jamaican Observer with a photo and with Horace Burrell and I think Reed was vice president, and what was nice meeting. The boys lost 2-0, but it doesn't count. And after the game, we met with Rick with German Taylor,
German Taylor too, yes, German Taylor, and with Richie Edwards.
Yeah.
And also Haka Watson, crazy guy. And
Brian
Richie
Johnson.
Richie Edwards gave me that jersey from Harbour View.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, this from Harbour View.
Yeah.
It is a bit small, but I hope my son in 2 years he can wear it. But that's one thing that I think our fascination for the Reggae Boyz and our fanship always was constant, because the contact and all of the people, they were nice, they were friendly, and we should not get in contact with German national players so easy.
So Andy, Lucas, Jamaica, Costa Rica, you guys come to Jamaica, you watched that game, 2008, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was there on holiday, Lucas also, and we met in Negril. Nice Negril, and we were at the German family. Her name is Anita, and the husband is John Dwyer, I think, and he lived in Germany and is from Jamaica, and they went to Jamaica and had a company to a travel agency. And we met with Ripton, the taxi driver, and his friend Patrick, and we went with a taxi to Kingston and saw the game against Costa Rica, full packed stadium. The result was 1-1. Tyrone Marshall scored with a wonderful header in the last minute, and the stadium erupted. And at the halftime, it was so a nice feeling in the stadium because Terrace Riley performed live his hit. Royal, yeah. And it was
Have you been
great.
in the stadium too? Simon, yes.
Yes, I was there too.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. And, Andy, it's not, oder?
Yeah, and after the game, we went back to Negril and had, I think, 1 week at the beach and travel to the Mayfield Falls and had much time together with Lucas. It was.
I think that was the time when Rennie Simões gave his comeback as a coach, and for us, because
first game.
The 1998 legends are our heroes, and 10 years later we were on a holiday, and I think it was destiny that Rennie Simões gave his comeback. So we saw Rennie Simões. I think Bibi Gardner also played, and Pepe Goodison. So we saw some from the 1998 legends. Goodison not, but maybe Gardner, I'm not sure.
I think Goodison was there, and also Donovan Ricketts in goal, the third goalkeeper at 88.
At the World Cup,
at the World Cup. And at forward, Ricardo Fuller and Marlon King from the Premier League at this time. I think King was at Watford, and Fuller maybe Preston North End in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Stoke City, I think so. It was at Stoke at this time. Yeah.
Yeah, so just to show all the viewers, these guys, Andy and Lucas, very passionate about Jamaica, and they have been doing it over 20 years, traveling all around watching Jamaica. So these guys certainly deserve applause for the work that they do. So, Andy, Lucas, Daniel Gordon, you guys saw him as well. Did you guys ever meet Daniel Gordon? And when you saw him play for Jamaica, how did you feel?
We never met him personally, but I was in contact with his wife because the Karlsruhe is only 1 hour away from my hometown, and we had a communication about Facebook or Instagram. I'm not sure. And my idea was to make an interview with him, and his wife was very friendly and said, "Yeah, we can work on it, and it's no problem." But I think then she was pregnant, and I'm not sure if there was I don't want to make any rumors, but the contact was broken, and unfortunately it never came to a meeting.
I understand.
But when we saw him play for Jamaica, I was proud as a German, and I think he always performed good in his matches. I think he can only play now for Jamaica, maybe when there is less defenders. But okay, now he still plays in the Zweite Bundesliga, and the
Second division
is a good club.
That's true. I think his father was also coach at Dortmund, Gary Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his dad was a coach there as well. And Andy, who is your favorite Reggae Boyz player?
At this time is Rabel Morrison.
Okay.
Because technically I think he's the best player in the team. His only problem is he moves every year to another club. I think he had a problem, but he was at Manchester United one of the best youth player. Sir Alex Ferguson said, "I never saw such a good player, but I don't know why he cannot perform at this level of Premier League." He played for West Ham United. I think 1 or 2 years in the Premier League, there he was good, but after then he played in Mexico, in Sweden, in the Netherlands, last time at the USA. Yeah, I think DC United. But I love him because for the Reggae Boyz he scored 2 great goals. 1 free kick against Suriname in the office, a good one, and 1 against I think Honduras, a half volley at the World Cup qualification, and he is very good technically. I never saw a better technically player than him. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he is great technically, and yeah, he will find club form soon. Lucas, your favorite Jamaican player?
My favorite player is Andre Blake. I think he is also, maybe he is the most important player, because I think when he is injured, we have a problem, in my opinion. Because I think he can easily play in the German Bundesliga, but I read something that he wants to stay in the United States and near Jamaica, and that's fine. But I think he can easily play German Bundesliga, and I think he is a great goalkeeper and very important for Jamaica, for the Reggae Boyz, and very important for the World Cup qualifying 2026. I hope he will be not injured.
Yeah, we hope for the best. Andy, so do you think Jamaican footballers can play in Germany? We saw Leon Bailey, Daniel Gordon, Michael Seaton. Do you think more Jamaicans can play in Germany, club football?
Yeah, I think, but I don't know if they will play in the Bundesliga. Maybe 2nd division or 3rd division. I don't know. The mentality is the right thing for the Jamaican players because of the language, the German language. Maybe it's no problem for them, but it's easier to play in England, I think. But the German Bundesliga is also a good one in the world. They have many good teams there, but also traditional teams in the 2nd and 3rd division. maybe the next Jamaican will getting the opportunity to go to the Bundesliga. Maybe, I hope so, yeah. Like Leon Bailey was outstanding at Bayer Leverkusen. He scored so many goals, assists so many, played very good, but I think in the national team he must perform, yeah.
There is a player I would appreciate to see in the Bundesliga, and I also think he can play Bundesliga, is Shaman Nicholson. Great player, great big one, very strong. I think he can play Bundesliga, but now he's in Moscow, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he is happy there, but there are some rumors that a German club like Mainz or other clubs like Cologne, they observate him. I'm not sure if it's the right word, but I think you know what I mean. So I think Nicholson can play Bundesliga.
Okay, I've also heard Freiburg. Freiburg is a good club as well, you would say?
Freiburg is my hometown. I know the coach, but it's a special club. They only have they have many players that can speak German. I think at the moment they only have German-speaking players, plus one from South Korea and one from Japan. I think all the other players speak German, because the coach is a special one. Yeah, he is. You know him, Christian Streich.
Yeah.
In Germany, we love him, but he don't want to go to another club. Also, he can maybe go to Borussia Dortmund, or I think also Bayern Munich was interested, but he still says no. I'm in Freiburg. I'm happy, but he's special, and he wants to work with German-speaking players. But sometimes there are players who cannot speak German. But I think Nicholson would fit in that team. Freiburg is always a very good choice for young players. Always.
Yeah, I understand. And as you know, Andy, Lucas, we're wrapping up now. We're going to finish right now. The Gold Cup coming up, World Cup qualifiers next year. Excited about the future for Jamaican football? Looking forward to it?
Yeah, definitely. I think we will make it to the next World Cup. But I saw the qualification and the system, and it's not so easy. In the second round, the first and second will go to the next round, and in the last round, the first one getting directly to the World Cup, and the second with playoffs. And playoffs are very, very difficult. And we have teams like El Salvador, Panama, Costa Rica, Honduras maybe, Guatemala, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago. They're difficult, but I think we will make it.
Agreed.
To the World Cup or the Gold Cup?
World Cup. A Gold Cup to the final. I think we will lift the cup. Yeah, we had the USA in the group phase, the first game. Then the second is against Nicaragua. But I know Nicaragua. We played at the office at the World Cup qualification, and at 15 minutes we were 3-0. Yeah, and the 2-3 we scored 2 goals with Mariappa and Maddox. They scored. And the return game we won in Nicaragua 2-0, and it was very, very difficult. And the third team in the Gold Cup is not finally announced because of the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I think we have to make it to the World Cup. There's no excuse. Canada, Mexico, USA, they are qualified, so we only have Panama and maybe I don't think Nicaragua. I think Panama. What team?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, of course. But the golden generation of Costa Rica is very old. Sorry.
I understand. It's fine. Andy, Lucas, Dankeschön, Dankeschön, Dankeschön. Thank you very much for your time. We really
Dankeschön.
appreciate it. It was really good. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
And showing Jamaicans how much you love Jamaican football and the support the German supporters club, and any Jamaicans in Germany, help them join the club as well so that they can support the team.
Yeah, there is a massive that is interested in Jamaica, but as it is often when there is no success or less success, there are not so many fans, but I'm definitely sure when they qualify for the World Cup, we will be about 100 German Reggae Boyz supporters. We can mobilize them and maybe watch the games, the matches in the stadium or here in Germany, like in a big room or something like that.
Yes, agreed.